As somebody who lived with chronic TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome, for most of my early adulthood, I want to share with you guys how I overcame my TDS and became a freethinker. TDS is characterized by a consuming and often unfounded hatred of Donald Trump, and symptoms include but are not limited to having blue hair, having a victim mentality, and watching CNN. I want to clarify that I do have reservations when it comes to Donald Trump. He is not the perfect politician, and nobody is. But I would be lying if I said I didn't believe there was a concerted effort by the media to cause the general public to have an emotional reaction to Donald Trump. And I personally would consider this to be political propaganda. Propaganda that absolutely worked on me. But as I grew older, I began to realize that I do sometimes align with Trump from a policy perspective. But I had always thought of Trump as far right, and I certainly knew that I wasn't far right. I also knew that half of the country voted for this man, and my lived experience would inform me that half of the country are not far-right extremists. Politics are complex, these issues are all incredibly nuanced, and you can't expect everybody to interpret Trump's behavior in the exact same way. Now that I'm cured of my TDS, I'm able to realize how many people are still suffering from TDS symptoms. In fact, I can always sense the emotional responses bubbling up when he comes up in conversation. I see people equating his supporters with far-right extremists, when the reality is that the vast majority of his supporters are hardworking, everyday Americans who love this country and want to see it thrive. As I said, this video is not meant to be an endorsement of Donald Trump. It's simply meant to call out political propaganda so that we can all be aware of the narratives that are unfolding all around us.
And the way the Democrats and left have achieved this is control over media. They have, even as of now, July 29th, 2024, they control over 95% of media right now. They create the narratives. And as a result, their politicians can do whatever they want. I think people are catching on to this more and more. And that's why Trump is set right now, assuming a free and fair election, the most massive defeat is going to be hitting Biden or Kamala or Hillary or whoever else they pull it up. They have zero chance up against Trump. Truth be told.